Black is back, yeah, guys. Is it just me or people just don't give a fuck anymore? I mean, things could be better, sure, but, you know, it's just this thing about being lazy. Well, the thing is, people don't give a fuck anymore. And then it's like, okay, well, you need to work. And then they want to work harder, right? As I said time and time again, just, a couple people come in a couple days a week. Everybody gets that pay in the mail every month. Better system, better life, happier people. But there are those workaholics that do like to go out there and just fucking give it their all. Sure. But at the same time, you gotta understand that people, the average person, the average Joe on the street, they just want to be left alone and have a peaceful, quiet life. That's all that black hole here gives a fuck about is peace and quiet. I've said that for years now. All I care about is peace and quiet. Just being happy. Whatever that means. Going to the hotel, sitting in a spa, taking a walk, having a drink, whatever. Going riding the car. Drink responsibly and do not ever drink and drive. Okay, walk the dog if you got one. Fuck. Just be on good terms with people, because that's what it is. Everybody's just watching you. They're just watching you like a hawk, the all-seeing eye, the Illuminati eye, the pyramid thing like on the dollar bill, How the hell did the pyramids get there anyway, guys? I mean, come on. The pyramids are just there, and, Stonehenge is just there, right? And it's like, okay, how'd they get there? Well, I'm just there. Well, how? Just like, who am I? Why am I here? I'm just here. You're just brought forth by conscious intent, right? I've gone into this before, guys. I mean, it's just the idea of these people physically, without the technology we have today, doing those things. And it's just, that's another thing. Maybe, just maybe that our human history is so small, right? That, as far as history and the history books goes, what if history itself, that is not recorded, is so vast that maybe just they actually did used to have all, maybe even bigger technology. Have you seen fucking Star Wars? That's kind of how it is, because it's just, it used to be all technical and stuff, and it comes full circle. Everything just kind of dies out, like the dinosaurs or whatever, comet or whatever, and then it comes back. Yeah. It's just, we're kind of in the middle way of that now, I guess you could say, because this is, what if that's how all that stuff was built? Wind and erosion hasn't done too much to it, but maybe that's what happened. Is this, there's, history so vast beyond recorded history that all these things already did exist back then, But it's just, how the hell would people be able to do that? That kind of thing with the pyramids. Anyway, like I'm saying, these people just don't seem to give a fuck anymore, and that's because it's just all throughout history, and that people just have, gotten to the point to where they're just, what's the point? What are we doing this for? I mean, is this making us happy? Oh, it's about progress. It's about progress, they say. Who's they? Well, the Illuminati. The people behind the scenes, the elites or whatever. Whatever. If you ask me, I think it's more about just people not giving a fuck and being lazy. Because that's just basic human nature. Most people just don't give a fuck. They just want to be left alone and have time with their families and get along with their families. Nobody likes being yelled at by their family. Anybody like that? Raise your hand if you like being yelled at by your parents or your grandparents or whatever, or your bosses or your teachers. Nobody fucking likes that. Also, nobody likes fucking being laughed at. That's stupid. Why the hell would you want that? I love it when people mock me. I love it when people, you're an idiot. You're even stupider than they are for not showing respect for your fellow man or whatever. Anyway, you got to understand that we create everything, guys, and people are just getting to the point where they're just lazy, tired of life. At a certain point in their life, you call it a midlife crisis, you can call it whatever you want. But most people just get to that point where they're like, I don't give a fuck. I don't think I ever really did give a fuck. But I'm forced to give a fuck. It could be better. Like, the thing with the 2 people coming in a week, or the thing about people just not having to work as hard and getting paid a certain amount every month. Like I say, but we live in a world that's based off of just being a slave. And these people, these higher up people, these so-called higher up people, because I believe everybody being equal and creating their own reality and stuff. And most people would think, oh, he's just making excuses for, it's just always, there's always something bent for people just trying to make it to where everything is difficult, because it's not worthwhile unless it's difficult. So basically what I'm getting at is basically when you're put into this world, you never really give a fuck in the first place, right? Just like with the Garden of Eden, you don't give a fuck. It's just all these rules and laws and crap. It's just, don't eat the apple. I'm going to eat the apple, man. What's the big deal, right? Because it's all about control, This is what you got to understand, guys. People are just trying to make you feel insignificant so that you'll just shut your mouth and be a slave to that piece of paper, that they created. You be quiet, you do what we say. And all the while, just like when you're a kid, that's why kids are the way they are, because they know what's going on. They don't give a fuck about, I'm not going to go into detail about that. But, yeah, it's how it is when you're first born, right? You just don't give a fuck, and then people make you think that you should give a fuck, and then you get to that point in your life where you actually do start to give a fuck, because like, okay, I've reached age or whatever, and then the world most people just fucks you over, and it's like, okay, I don't give a fuck anymore. I never really did give a fuck. I was just made to think I gave a fuck. Because when you don't give a fuck, then it's like, yeah, okay, what the hell? What's the point of all this? We don't need to be this way. We don't need to live this way. You know what I'm saying? You hear what I'm saying, guys? This stuff in the Bible is all about just, trying to control people. And just, okay, let's just start everything and make everything all down to earth and everything. It's made to just make you want to just be a slave and just shut your mouth and be in fear. It's like, okay, I'll do whatever you want, just don't send me to hell. And this world is hell, guys. It says this, why, the all-loving God or whatever, knowing what he's going to send you to this burning place called hell, that doesn't make sense, guys. Fuck, man, we create our own hell. Now, the idea of somebody burning in hell right now as I speak while people are suffering in this world, and then that's supposed to be love or something, we're all just here and we got to deal with it, whether we remember asking to be born or not. I don't think anybody remembers, just, you got to shut off your old consciousness in order to, your former self in order to generate this human consciousness, right? I don't think anybody remembers that. I don't remember it. But if it did happen, we're not meant to remember asking to be here, because when you're in a perfect spiritual state, you'd be like, okay, this is boring, and they have a challenge, right? That's human nature. So yeah, when they have a challenge, the spirit is tired of floating in the perfection of spiritual bliss, and I want to go down to the human miserable hell realm for a while, because that's where we are, is hell. Everything's dense here. You got to deal with stuff here. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. That's the only thing that would make sense to me, is why the world's the way it is, what's going on in this world, and why people are suffering. Because nothing else makes sense, That's the only thing I've ever heard in my whole life that makes sense. We're here because we're tired of spiritual bliss, right? Anyway, guys, I don't know how long my videos are now. I deleted a bunch of stuff on my phone last night, so let's just keep it running, and I'll just let you know whenever it stops, it stops. I'll see you whenever after that. What else do I want to say about this? It's just go with your gut. Go with whatever feels right. That's what I always do. I mean, if something feels wrong, then I'll mess with it. But here's the problem. Most people are trying to fix it so that, it's like you need to do this. They're trying to make you do it because it's the only way that society will thrive, right? That sounds like a bunch of hooey to me. That sounds like somebody is just trying to control somebody else. If it means so much to you, then why don't you do it? Why don't you just have one person do it, and then another day another person do it, and then another day another person do it? Yeah. No, you got to fix it. I got one person has got to do all this, carry all this weight. Fuck that. Why? Why not just work as a team and just one person work one day and another person come in another day? That way you'll have 6 days off. One day of work, 6 days off. And everybody get a certain amount of this thing in the mail so the transactions will take place without a problem. The world will be a better place. But we got this thing. It's like you got to commit your life to this. What if I don't want to do that fucking bullshit, God? What if I don't want to do it? What if I'm not interested in that? And then it's like, oh, you're a loser. You see, that's what I'm talking about, guys. These people are evil. Because they know that life could be better. But they just don't give a fuck. And what's really more pathetic than everything is they got this stupid money and everything. They could fix it. And they don't. These people are fucking evil motherfuckers, man. And once you realize that, you'll be like, you know what, fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm tired of giving a fuck because it's not doing any helping nothing. It's just hurting me. It's just hurting everybody thinking and feeling like that. Your feelings are a direct indication of your thoughts, right? Oh, and Lauren, if you're listening, I heard you on Meaningless Cycle last night. Happy birthday. Yeah. I know you're probably one of my subscribers still. I lost a couple. I'd like them back. People just don't like the black hole. I don't know. What am I doing wrong, guys? Tell me what you guys want me to do, and I'll do it. I'm losing people. I should be gaining people, and I'm losing them. What's the matter? Is the gravity of my hole not strong enough? What do I got to do, guys? Tell me. Anyway, I don't know what the hell I'm going to call this video yet. I'll figure it out. That's how I do it. I just make a video and then I think, okay, what am I going to call it? And then I post it. And it usually takes all day to post. I need to start making them in the evening or something, and then they can be there for you guys in the morning. Every morning I wake up and like fucking Red Pill or something has made something, and Rebeloved or whatever. It used to be called Rebeloved. Now it's Mickey Films. You got another channel. Anyway. Yeah, what else can I say about this? I mean, I'm just seeing how long the video runs because I delete a lot of stuff. Fucking Price Right about to come on, then I'm going to, whatever. Yesterday is Veterans Day, whatever. How many of you guys are veterans? How many of you guys were in the military? How many of you guys are still in the military? Whew.